Hi everyone, Flora Sage, and I know I was here earlier today, but I really want to pop back in here and share with you a little something that's going to freaking blow your mind. So this is an actual mini class that we're going to do today. So I want you to get out a piece of paper. You can just have a regular blank piece of paper, and I want you to draw a line down the middle. And I just dripped a little bit of water on this because I was filling up my water bottle. But I want you to, on the first side, I want you to write focus, and the other side, write priorities. Shannon is ready. All right. Go ahead and post in the comments where you're tuning in from, who you are. Say hi to me. Give me some love hearts. This is going to blow your socks off. It truly, truly is. I love it. We've got Susan, Ben, Betty, Jamie, Alyssa, Billy, Shannon. Woohoo! Little Blue. We've got Alyssa. Y'all are rock stars. Okay, get a piece of paper out. On one side, write focus, and another side, write priorities. Okay, Susan, Christy, hello. Alyssa. Alyssa is from West Virginia. All right, so the first thing that I want you to write down. Hi, Betty. In the focus side of things, I want you to think about a typical day, okay? Any typical day that you got going on. It could be weekend, it could be weekday, whatever. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jamie. Yay, thank you, Jamie. So I want you to write out focus and priorities. So grab a piece of paper, draw a little T, and then one side write focus, another side write priorities. Under the focus side, I want you to write out your top 4 things that you focus on throughout the day. So you could, let's just say that you wake up and you're hungry. Okay, maybe you're dieting, so maybe you focus on food all day long. So write food, okay? Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom, so you focus on your kids, okay? Maybe you focus on housework, whatever it is. If you, like my youngest son, I actually asked him this like a couple years ago. At the time, his focus was video games, schoolwork, his truck, and his friends. So it was very, of course, you know, at the time he was like 17. So what 4 main things do you focus on throughout the day? It could be work. It could be commuting. So Shannon says animal, yoga, food, and work. Perfect. Awesome. So write down whatever it is that you typically focus on throughout the day. Okay? And it's those things that consume the most of your time. And I want you to write in the comments either what they are or that you're done so that I know, so that we can move on to the next thing. Okay? I love it. Shannon says, that is my whole life. Perfect. All right. So let me know when you're done. Alyssa says, housework, work, food, and family. Yay! Hi, Unreg. How are you today? Yay! Michelle says, healthy eating, family, finances, and exercise. Christy said, my business, child, finances, and housework. Perfect. We'll wait for a few of you more to get done. Health and fitness. Perfect, Unreg. Crystal says, writing, cleaning, shadow work, job search. Nice. Super good. I still have that cat hair in my eye. For those of you who have been watching all my videos today, we did the Double Your Profits Challenge inside the Mastermind Mafia group today. And then we had our planning party, which was epic. And now we're doing this. So good. Okay, so now that you have written out your main focus throughout the day, okay, on this half of the paper, the next thing that I want you to do is do exactly what I did. I want you to fold it, okay? Fold it. Now I want you to think about, all right, Little Blue says, done. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to look at the other side. I want you to think about what are your main priorities. So I want you to think about your goals that you have for this year. It could be, if you're a business owner, It could be to reach a specific monetary goal, like make 6 figures or make 7 figures or whatever it is. If you are working mainly with personal goals this year, it might be lose 50 pounds, okay? So whatever it is, I want you to think about your main goal that you have at this time in your life. And then I also want you to think about just your life in general. And I want you to think about, what do you feel that your top priorities in your life should be, okay? So I want you to think about, and again, we folded this in half, and I want you to look at this priority side. What should your top 4 priorities be based on your goal? So let's just say that you want to make $1 million this year in your business. Maybe you're already at $500,000 a year in your business. So how can you double it this year? Okay, we're in the 6th month of the year. If you want to lose 50 pounds, okay, what do you feel? And then also looking at everything else in your life. If you've got family, if you've got work, if you've got kids, if you've got whatever else, what do you feel? And yes, I'm using the should word, but what do you feel that you should be focusing on? And what do you feel should your main priorities be in your life? Christy said going diamond, which is the rank that I am shooting for in my MLM business. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I want you to write out 4 priorities that you feel that would benefit you to focus on this year, okay? Your top 4 priorities. Like, I'll give you an example. Some of my priorities are me and my health, okay? So me is my first one. Health is kind of in with me, because if I'm not healthy, I'm not, you know, I'm not good for anybody else if I'm not healthy and I'm not 100%. The next one down is wealth, and they're not in any particular order. And then focus and time management. And you can't manage time, you can only manage tasks. And then connection with my family. So those are my top 4 priorities. And I actually know, because I've written them, I review these at least 2 or 3 times a month, okay? So health, wealth, focus and task management, and then connection with my boys and family. So think about what you truly... Sorry about that, I got a phone call. So think about what your top 4 priorities should be that you really truly want. Like, let's just say that you're in debt and you really want to get out of debt. So one of your priorities then should be your finances. If you are unhealthy or you live a sedentary life and you don't work out, and you know, you keep thinking, I really want to work out, I really want to work out, I really should work out. So you could set a priority of working out. Okay, so in the comments, let me know what these 4 priorities are, and or just write done, you know, below in the comments. Hang on, I need to block somebody. Okay. All right. Shannon says, getting at home, feeling good about myself, getting out of debt, my animals, be healthy and safe, and wherever that might be, with or without me. Okay. With me or not with me. Michelle says, healthy relationship with myself, my family, with my money, and my happiness. Perfect. Woohoo. All right. Keep them coming, people. Alyssa says, increased finances in my home-based business, increased finances, more family time, moving, and hang on, and life healthier, losing weight. Betty says, driving, not riding. Okay. Christy says, yes, definitely health as well as going on daily walks. Number 3, making every moment that I have in my daughter count and getting out of debt. I didn't see your first one. Alyssa says, live or live. Live? Depending on what way, you know, that you read that. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to unfold it and look at the comparison, okay? These, theoretically, in a perfect world, should match up, okay? Christy said, first one was getting up the ranks with my MLM. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. All right, so these theoretically should match up. What you focus on during the day should be in alignment with your priorities. Shannon says they do. Perfect! Woohoo! I love it. That's the Mastermind Mafia talking right there. Woo! So if they don't match up, this is kind of a come to Jesus moment. This is one of those moments where you really have to look at, okay, so this is one of the reasons why that a lot of people have really miserable lives. I'm being honest, y'all know me, I'm the bullshit eliminator. Thank you, Jamie. She says, beautiful exercise, Flora. I love it. Thank you. But this is why so many people have a miserable existence or miserable life, because they focus on the bullshit. They focus on the tiny little fires. They focus on the unimportant. And then they wonder why they're 50 pounds overweight and why they're in a hospital bed with a heart attack, because they never have worked out. Maybe they're $20,000 or $200,000 in debt because they haven't made their priority to get out of debt and to learn how to get out of debt. Christy says, yes, for the most part, of course, still got to work on changing the mindset around finances and debt, and take baby steps knowing that it's okay to get there. Yes, Michelle said, they do actually, yay! I'm kind of surprised, LOL, go me, yay! This is why working with you has been so amazing. Well, thank you, Michelle. Well, you're the one that's also doing the work. I'm just here to support you. Shannon says, work will get me out of debt and closer to a home and healthy, safe animals. Yoga and food makes me feel good about myself. You are too damn cute. Thank you. Well, and this is for some people, like I did this with my kids, like I said about 2 years ago. I said, hey, just casually, whatever. And I wrote down what they said. I'm like, what would you say you spend the most time on? And so they said, okay, these are the top 4. And then I'm like, all right, so what do you, what are your goals? What do you really want to have in life? And what do you really think that your priorities should be? Or what are your top 4 priorities? Yada, yada. And, whoops, sorry about that. And so they said all these things. And then I showed them the list. And like my youngest son was like, holy shit. He goes, that's not fair. And I'm like, what do you mean that's not fair? And he goes, you tricked me. And I'm like, I didn't trick anybody. No, I just asked, where do you spend your time? And what are your priorities? That's it, And when I showed him the list side by side, it kind of shocked him. He's like, I don't spend any time focusing on what I really want. And I'm like, well, you can change that. I said, well, actually, I said, do you want to change that? I mean, how are you feeling about this? And he goes, it doesn't make me feel very good. And I'm like, well, that's not my intention. I mean, I was kind of feeling bad about it, And then he goes, well, thank you for showing this to me, because now I need to figure out how I can tweak this so that I can spend my day a little bit better. And one of his priorities was money, because he wants to build wealth. He wants to have mutual funds and investments and stuff like that. And because he wants to retire early. And so what did he do? He got a second job and started socking away a ton of money. And I'm just like, rock on. He also manifested a really amazing vehicle. My other son was like, wow, this was crazy. He actually had 2 things on his list already. So he's like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. My other son, yeah, anyway, it was very interesting. So the whole point of all of this is to allow you to regroup several times. If you feel yourself being kind of disheveled, if you feel yourself feeling frustrated and overwhelmed and feeling like you can't really, or that you're not really making momentum in your life and things aren't happening the way that you think that they should and that you really want them to, do this exercise. Even though you know what the end result is going to be, just say, okay, where am I spending my time? What am I focusing on? And write it down. If you feel like you're wasting your time doing social media or because people get stuck. I love social media. We're on social media right now. But there are some times when you get sucked in and all of a sudden it's like an hour later, you're like, shit. And then you get pissed at yourself or whatever. So, but be honest with yourself. Be honest. If you get sucked into social media for 5 hours a day, write it down. It's okay. It's okay. When you can cut the crap, okay, bullshit elimination, people, when you can cut the crap and be real and raw and honest with yourself and say, where am I focusing? Where am I spending my time? So that you can understand those time sucks and where your time freedom is going, because we have time freedom when you focus. When you can focus and you say, these are my priorities, come hell or high water, I'm going to focus on these first and foremost, then get sucked into social media. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Let's just say, go back to a day when you did get sucked into social media for like 2 hours, watching cat videos and those feel-good videos that you're like, oh, this is so great, I totally have to share this with everybody. Or those food videos, like the little mini food where they're making like the little tiny food for a hamster. Like, I totally watch those. But anyway, so go back to a time and think about when you shut your, PC or Mac or your phone or your tablet, when you shut that off, how did you feel? Did you feel guilty? Did you feel like, oh shit, I can't believe I just wasted all this time, yada yada? Now I want you to think about, what if you already balanced your checkbook, paid all your bills? What if you already ran around the block or did a 20-minute yoga flow? What if you already called your mom or your sister and was like, hey, what's up? And you chit-chatted for 15 minutes and you really connected with them. And then you focused on maybe eating really healthy that day. So what if you already did all of those priorities and then you had all this extra time? That is time freedom. And when you have time freedom, getting sucked into Facebook for 2 hours isn't so bad, because it's kind of a little reward, right? But again, think about how it would feel for you if you actually focused on what really mattered first. Then with the other time that you have, you can choose to do with it whatever you want. Okay? So it's very different when you are absolutely oblivious to those things that are a priority for you versus those things that are a priority, they're center stage. You're like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to do this, and then I can do whatever the hell I want. Okay? So if this has been a wake-up call for you, you're like, holy shit, none of mine matched. This is not okay with me. Perfect. Make a change. Do something different. This is the first day of the rest of your life. Set priorities. Choose to do these things first. Stick it up on your wall and say, Flora says I have to do this before I can go social media or do whatever. Okay? But give yourself permission to just play around with how you can do this. If you have no clue on how to get started, if you have no clue on how to rearrange your life, I totally can help you with that, okay? I have several free gifts for you. If you click the link below, you can sign up for the Slay Your Goals free gift. What this free gift is, it is a, let me see, I have it right here so I can show you. It's a thing that will help you truly learn to manage your time a little bit better. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. We have a monthly action plan where you figure out what your goal is, and it can be one of your priorities that you choose. You can say why you want this to be your goal for the month, and then you can break it down into 4 baby steps or 4 chunks. This is reverse engineering your goal. Then what we do, and this is fun, is then you take those 4 steps or those 4 big chunks and put them into the second page. And then you break this week or this milestone up into 5 little baby steps. Now, we talked all about this today in the planning posse party that is part of the Mastermind Mafia group. But the whole point of all of this is your life is your responsibility, and it can get overwhelming sometimes, okay? It absolutely can, especially if you have family members that are counting on you, if you've got young kids, if you've got a job, you know, if you work, if you are your own boss, if you're an entrepreneur. But the whole point of all of this is that I want you to know that you're not alone, okay? And you don't have to do this on your own. You don't have to fumble around. You don't have to say, oh shit, you know, I kind of feel like crap because Flora made me do this exercise and now I realize I'm totally not in alignment with my priorities. That's not the point. Shannon says, I can do this. Yes, you can. Carol says, I'm going to share this with my daughter. You rock. Perfect. That's the point. The point of this isn't to make you feel like crap because you're not doing all these things. The point of the matter is this is a wake-up call for you to say, hey, cool, okay, so now that I know what I really want to be doing every day, now I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to take action. So if you sign up for my free gift, this Slay Your Goals free gift, this is what the cover looks like. You're also going to get access to another free gift of mine. So when you log into my Flora Sage Institute, what's going to happen is it's going to be a little drop-down menu that says free gifts. You can have this as well as the Managing Your Time as an Entrepreneur. So I love, love, love helping entrepreneurs monetize what they do. I also love helping give people time freedom. And managing your time as an entrepreneur will help give you and provide for you more time freedom in your day and in your life so you can get more done in less time, which is huge, which will give you more time to social media. Just kidding. So if you want the free gift, click the link below, link number 1 below, grab your free gift. It's the Slay Your Goals free gift. Log into the Institute, do this. Don't just think about it, do it. Then also watch the Managing Your Time as an Entrepreneur if you are an entrepreneur. If you want my personal help with this, I do have a coaching spot available. So if you are serious about getting shit done this next year and you want to make magic happen, DM me here on Facebook. If you're watching this video on YouTube or on my website, send me an email, flora@florasage.com. Say, Flora, I'm in it to win it. I want to coach with you. I want to work with you one-on-one privately for the next 12 months, okay? This is some good stuff, people, because I'm telling you, when you have someone that can hold you accountable every single day, every single week, every single month, and keep you focused on this side of the paper, on the priority side of the paper, magic happens. Magic happens. I'm going to say it again. Magic happens, people. It truly, truly does. So if you want to make magic happen, message me and let's work together, okay? If you already know, you're like, no, forget it. I'm just in right now. I don't want to wait. All you have to do is go to florasage.com, click on the private appointments. Well, there's several different ways that you can do it. You can scroll down, you'll see the coaching, click on coaching, select either personal or business, and then click, I'm ready, let's do this. You can sign up right away. I have 1 spot left, so if you want that spot, grab it now. If you want the business spot, grab the business spot. I've got 1 spot left for each. So let me know or just DM me. We can have a conversation so that we can figure out if private coaching is best for you or if group coaching might be better. But either way, I want to hear from you, all right? So I hope that you have really enjoyed this video. I really hope that you have found this exercise useful and that it rocks your world and knocks your socks off. Woo! All right, I love you all so much. Click the links. Let's talk. Let's make magic happen, people. I love you. Mwah! See you next time. Bye.